Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Make a Dollar. Today I'm joined by Tanmay. He built two cool products in 2 months. Tanmay, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Brian. It was amazing, and I'm excited to share my journey.
Awesome. So tell me, when did you realize that you could potentially make money from coding or build your own products?
Mhm. So, like before that, I would love to share my journey, like how it all started. So, like, I started at a pretty early age. I started around when I was 13. So, back then, I used to like create animations, 3D models, and then I started from that. And after that, around the age of 14 to 15, I like got into game development. And that was the first time I learned my first language, which was C sharp. So I got into game development, and around that point, around the age of 16 to 17, basically the pandemic hit, and like we were like I was free in the home, and like I wanted to learn something. So at that time, I got into like Python. I learned about Python, and like I used to create automations and like Instagram bots, etc. Yeah, and then I also started an Instagram page, like it grew to around like 3,000 followers till now. It was a page about like coding tutorials of Python. And around that time I also got into like content creation. Like I used to create posts on YouTube. I used to like create content around tech on Instagram Reels. Yeah, so I did it for like quite a long time, like a year. Yeah. And after that, around late 2022, like early 2022, I got into web development. So at that time, I like fully focused on web development. And around that time, I also got like interested in Web3. So at that time, Web3 was pretty trending. Like I created some fun coins, NFTs, and all. So it was like booming a lot. So at that time, focused on Web3, web development. And yeah, that's how it started. And like learned JavaScript, like learned flip clock, like created flip clock, and then BeMindful, etc. So
Right.
yeah, that's pretty much
So
it.
yeah, so you mentioned game development, right? Tell me about
Yeah.
a game that you made.
Bro, like it was like I was at the age like 14 at that time. So I was just like playing around with my laptop, like what I can do with it. I saw some tutorials on YouTube, like how to create your own games, FPS shooter and all. So I started like learning about programming, learned my first language, which was C sharp. So at that time it was like just fun. I was like building things for fun and was not like sure about anything like how to monetize it or something. It was just like learning experience.
Before we continue, I wanted to give a quick shout out to my freelancing website, Dollar Talent. Dollar Talent is a website where you can hire amazing writers for $5 per hour. You can also work with amazing designers for $15 per hour. Visit dollartalent.com to outsource your marketing content today. How did the idea come to you of building Be Mindful?
Okay, so around, like BeMindful actually started around, I wanted to create something like very simple, like in this world where people are so like engaged in the mobile phone where they don't like meditate a lot, like to like take time to themselves. So around like 1 year ago when I like launched BeMindful, I created a prototype for it around a year before that. So I just like built it using HTML or CSS. But then afterwards, I like stopped the idea about that because I was focusing totally on React and stuff. So but after 1 year, after launching FlipClock, I thought why not like create something related to AI because AI was booming and still booming now. So I thought why not create something related to AI. So I wanted to like reinvent the idea basically. Like the previous meditation website, I wanted to do something about that. So yeah, after that I started working on the new version of that Be Mindful. So yeah, I actually got inspired of this website around because of the Headspace app. So if you don't know, Headspace is a like meditation app which is very famous. So around that they have a feature which is called like where you can basically track your analytics or how many hours or days you have meditated. So I thought, why not? It would be amazing to gamify this meditation experience. Because if we can see each individual's person stats, so it would create an healthy competition, and it would increase the urge to meditate. So like we can compete with each other. So yeah, that's the basic main idea of Be Mindful. And around that, I also wanted to create something AI. So recently I launched a new feature which helps you to create AI guided meditation. So you just enter some prompt, example, create a guided meditation on sleep, and it will create a fully guided 5-minute meditation based on the prompt that you have provided. So yeah, that's the progress I've made in Be Mindful till now.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
So
basic idea.
something tells me you like meditating. Is that true?
Yes, I have, and like I have gotten into a meditation like quite a like since a year, but I haven't stayed consistent. But I need to work on that. So yeah, Be Mindful helps in that too.
Right. So it's
Yeah,
helpful to you as well. Yeah. Cool.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
super excited to look at how Be Mindful works. So, we can start
yeah,
yeah, maybe we can take a turn here just for you to share how it works.
yeah. So this is the Be Mindful website. It took me around like 2 months to build it because I was still learning React, and while learning React, I wanted to do something to basically implement the learnings. That's the reason like it took me a long time. So yeah, that's basically it. And here's the guide if you want to know about Be Mindful. So you just enter a prompt here. Example, would you create a guided meditation on sleep? So it will create a fully guided meditation on sleep for you. And you can even choose the voices and you just hit generate. So it take around like 1 to 2 minutes to generate a guide because it's pretty long and pretty heavy. It it is around the duration of the meditation is around 5 minutes. So it takes a lot of time to generate the content.
But I'm sure it's worth the wait, right?
It is, dude. Like I tried to, like lower the content or lower the, you know, generation time, but I think it takes time to convert text to speech. Okay, so it is done. It's quite fast, which is surprising. Okay, so this is it. As you can see, it has generated a fully guided meditation, which is around 5 minutes. So to get started, you can just select the amount of time you want to get started. So like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and you just hit the start button. So it will basically guide you through all the meditation, which it has generated for all the amount of duration, which is 5 minutes. So around that time, you can just chill out, sit back, relax, and it will guide you automatically.
Right. So explain to me how you have an 11-minute timer on this side, but the audio for the meditation is
Okay, okay.
just 5 minutes. How does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
work?
Okay, so there are two things. This page you are seeing, this is of AI, which is Be Guided. And there's a toggle here, which is called, which if you just click it, it just turns to a normal page where you can like set the timer and meditate based on yourself. So it don't need
Okay.
a generation of AI. Yeah. So we
I
just
see.
start, it will just start a normal meditation.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And I also provide what 1 minute. I also provide a free guides. So basically, if you are a free person who doesn't have sign up, you can choose from these four free meditations: manifestation, sleep, self care. So just choose from that, and it will give you a full 5 minutes or 3 minutes of free meditation for you.
That's super cool. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, what have you learned from from the users who have started using your product so far? What are you learning about your product? What are you learning about
Mhm.
meditation?
Yeah, so around like people, there's a section where, people can, in the leaderboard section, people can compete with each other. So that's actually one of the great things. As you can see, like you can see each other people's stats. Well, like I have meditated 16.8 hours, 22 days, and you can see all the people who have done it, right? So it creates a healthy competition and also motivates you to meditate more and like get in the top one or top three.
Right. So you also launched a product hunt. I
Yeah.
just saw that as well. How did that go?
Yeah. Product Hunt, yes, I launched on Product Hunt. It got well. It got around like 300 upvotes, and
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you feel like was the reason why your product did so well on Product Hunt?
I think it was, I think a idea. It was about idea because I haven't seen a meditation app where you can like create custom AI guides, based on just a prompt. So it got around like 300 upvotes. But before that, I launched Be Mindful. It got 100 upvotes. But after that, when I created like the AI feature got much more upvotes than the previous one. So I think
Wow.
that could be the main reason around that. Yeah.
Right. And is this completely free or like I know you showed me the four free meditations.
Yeah.
So is the product
So
free or do you have
basically,
a
there
paid plan
are
as well?
Yeah, I have a paid plan. So basically, you just pay for how many amounts of tokens you want. So you get 5 tokens for like $3, and you can do 5 generations for it. And in the free plan, you can get 4 plus AI guided meditation, track progress, leaderboards, background music, etc. So in the Be Guided AI feature, you can like create guides, generate under 1 minute, and all high quality AI voices.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is the hardest thing that you have to deal with building this product?
The hardest thing was, when I was actually really close to launching it, but then I faced the issue with Vercel. So I didn't know that Vercel had a API limit of 2 MB and of 10 seconds. So after I deployed it, and I scheduled the production launch, but I didn't know that Vercel had a limit to that. So after testing it in production, I got into this issue. So I had to like cancel the production launch and like had to change the backend from Vercel to Google Cloud. So like moving from Vercel to Google Cloud took me a long time because as I've told you, it took me I was actually building this while running React. So it took me a long time to figure out how to move from Vercel to Google Cloud and like how things handle in the backend. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of
So
people
yeah.
watching this are probably wondering like, okay, how do I build a product as good as Tanmay's product? How do I build a product that goes on to do as good as your product hunt launch? What advice do you have to people
hmm
who are looking to build a product, especially those who want to launch it on product hunt as well?
hmm I've seen a lot of people, they really overcomplicate things. Like they think about we have to reinvent the wheel. They think about like we have to create something big or like something, example, creating the next Instagram, the next YouTube, the next Facebook. But most of the time it's not about that. It's just about solving a problem. And it's not about solving a small problem or a big problem. A problem is a problem, right? So if you solve a problem, build a solution around that, people will definitely pay you for that. So yeah, that is it. Like people really overcomplicate things, but it's most of the time it's about solving a problem that you face, and like you build a solution around that. It is pretty good.
Right. Awesome. Well, then, May,
Yeah.
you've been excellent. Your product is amazing. I love the website. I think this is something that I'm going to be using tonight. So, yeah, thanks so much
Sure.
for sharing this. It's been great
Yeah.
chatting with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having Brian again.
Awesome. Well, folks, that was Tanmay all the way from Be Mindful. Great product
Yeah.
behind him. And if you really need to sleep well, or probably you need to just clear your mind, check it out. I'll put the link down in the description, and you can also figure out how to connect with Tanmay down in the description.
Perfect.
Other than that, thank you so much, guys, for listening. Cheers.
Peace. Thank you, everyone.